everybody, Cat Matt here. As you can tell, I'm filming this little masterpiece on my own today. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit while I'm waiting for the water to get right out here. I want to talk to you a little bit about all the products that Offshore Tackle offers. Offshore Tackle has been kind of not really so much involved in the catfishing world just because of the lack of their products lining up with the techniques of what us catfishermen use. But with the onset of techniques changing, especially on the deeper reservoirs in the south like Wilson, Wheeler and such, the planer board has become a really big option in the world of catfishing. So in case you haven't had time to go to their website, or in case you're just the kind of person that likes to watch rednecks like myself sit around and tell you about things, believe me or not believe me, I wanted to go over a few things with you. So first off, I have the line of offshore planer boards here, and first thing I want to mention to you about their planer boards is every screw, every clip, every O-ring, every board, every piece of plastic, every insert of foam, everything you see here, every tadpole, every single thing made by Offshore Tackle that I'm going to show you today is 100% made in America. Not a lot of products can say that, so I want to throw that out there. Anyway, this is the 38, the OR38 planer board. As you can see, it's very small. What I have found with this, dragging this and using this in the current, I fish the Rock River that has pretty decent current, 2 to 3 mile an hour current depending on the level of the water, sometimes 1.5. This is an excellent planer board for running 1/4 ounce all the way up to about 2 ounces in current. The first experiments I've done with this have involved running a Carolina rig and a J&N dipworm and cheese bait. It's a great little idea. Between the amount of weight and resistance provided by the planer board off to the side of the boat, and then the sharpness of the treble hooks on the back of the J&N dipworms, the fish basically hook themselves. So this is just one of them great little ideas where if you're sitting in the middle of the river, say your water's dropping and your fish are pushing to the middle of the river, and you're fishing in the middle of the river catching some big channel cats on your cut bait or cheese bait or whatever you're using in the middle of the river. This is a great option for the simple fact that if you have a piece of cover dead in line with your boat but 30 yards over, you can run yourself a rig through here. You can simply clip it on with your OR16s, run it through your planer boards, clip it, and the resistance of the planer board to the rod with the current will take this bait directly over to a great piece of cover you see laying on the bank that might be holding one really good fish on it. So it's a great option, it really is. Am I an expert with the planer boards yet? Nope, but I do know from the limited experience that I have been with using them over the last several weeks that they're going to be dynamite application for us guys in the catfishing world, and not just for pulling them around on the reservoirs in low to no current. These are going to be awesome. They're going to be awesome for small rivers, big rivers, whatever. They're really going to be something tactically wise as catfishermen you're going to want to have in your boat. Just saying. Anyway, I'm going to continue on down the line. Here we have our 12s. This is the mid-side planer board, and so far I have ran these really effectively with 3 to 4 ounces of weight. You'll notice you have your weight in here, and if you're dogging, you can mess with this weight. You can re-drill a hole. You can move this weight if you really need to. There's 2 ways to fix that and get it to ride the way you want it. You can either move this weight, or you can adjust the rig and the weight that you're dragging, or you can adjust the speed, or you can get yourself into a different amount of current. There's just so many little things, ticky-tack little things that you can do with these, with just little adjustments here and little adjustments here. You're going to be able to fish, you're going to be able to cover a lot more water, fish a lot more different kind of presentations, and actually put your bait in front of more fish. I'm super excited about using them. Here's our 37s. These are the Magnums. These are the big boys. I have ran these on the Rock River now with up to 8 ounces. Will they handle more than 8? I believe so. It's all going to matter on how deep you're fishing, you know, what kind of rig you're fishing, how big your bait is. You have to take that all into account when you're applying your weight. Trying to run a 12-ounce weight with a, you know, 18-ounce bait. So you're going to have to find that fine line between all of that to make your planer boards ride right and to make your bait, or give your bait the right presentation. But it's all doable, and just it's a spectacular way. Like I said, as a kid, I've been catfishing for 40 years. Never thought I would be considering running anything like this. Now we have tadpoles, which are basically weights, and minnows. Okay, so as you can see, this is how you would rig one of the tadpoles. Okay, you can take this rig, clip it to your line inside of the clips, so you can get this tadpole to ride right. Now, available to you, there'll be a chart on offshoretackle.com, and it'll tell you exactly how far behind your boat this much weight has to be, at what speed it needs to be to have it at the exact depth you're targeting. So if you want to target 100 feet, it's going to tell you that you have to have this much line out of your boat, and you have to be trolling at this speed. Okay, that's all available. And again, you can tinker with it. If you only want it at 90, then you can adjust from there. Great little deals. But when you buy your little pro weight systems from Offshore Tackle, you're going to get things like your OR16 clips. You're going to get some of the minnows, which come from a ½ ounce all the way up to 3 ounces. You're going to get your O-rings, which attach everything basically from your planer board clips to your OR16s. They kind of clip everything. And you can get yourself extra springs, extra pads. Inside each one of these clips there's a pad. And after so much use, you can wear these pads out. Well, you don't have to throw the clip away. You can just put new pads on it. Okay, and then you don't have to buy new clips. Okay, because face it, if you don't have to spend money, why spend it? So these are your bag of tadpoles. They come in a variety of weights, shapes, sizes. Tadpoles. Again, that's your OR16 clips. You've got springs, pads, replacement, everything. So every piece and part that you use on one of the Offshore Tackle planer boards has replacement parts for it. You can get replacement parts on their website. They're cheap. They're all American made. It's a really, really exciting way. And I know there's guys out there that are watching the video that have already been messing with this stuff for a long time. They may not be using Offshore Tackle stuff, which is the best stuff on the market. It's the longest made stuff on the market, and it's all made in America, which, you know, to some of us that means something. To some of us it doesn't. I get it. But offshore planer boards are going to be big in the world of catfishing over the next several years going forward. So visit the website at offshoretackle.com, or visit their Facebook page at Offshore Tackle. Okay, it's Offshore Tackle. It's not one word. So visit them on Facebook, visit them on the web, check out their products. If you have any questions, you can call me. If I can't answer your questions, then I'll call Ken Depker or Nick DeShano, one of the guys at Offshore Tackle, and we'll make sure you get your answer. We'll make sure you get the pieces and parts you need to help you become a better catfisherman, more successful. It just opens up a whole new can of worms for us guys. I mean, we can, you know, talk about being able to reach into nooks and crannies and things that I'm just super excited about doing it. So check out Offshore Tackle on the web. You won't be sorry. Get yourself some stuff. We'd like to see some pictures. We'd like to see some feedback. I'm going to be continuing doing some of these videos as my experience level rises, as I learn new tricks and as I catch more fish, and as I do more things with these. I'm going to keep you updated on my progress as well. So we'd like to hear from you out there. Stay tuned for more. Have a great day. Don't forget to visit Offshore Tackle. Thank you.